to Life Parlay Weekly. This is a new installment that I decided to add into the Life Parlay family, I guess you could call it. I decided, whatever. You can figure it out how you want to figure it out, but we kind of have it where for a couple of weeks or for about a good week or so, I hit four parlays in a row. Four teams to win. Over unders and spreads and money lines and everything else like that. So I wanted to share the wealth, I guess you could say, right? If you followed along on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or anything like that, you'll have seen my posts about that stuff, and soon enough we'll spread over to where it just is going to be posted on Facebook just through Life Parlay's page itself, not through my personal page. That way you can get on there, you can like stuff. Also, too, remember, actually, I got made fun of this for the other day. One of my friends told me that he said, "Oh, who doesn't have a subscription to something, right?" And I said, "Well, I mean, the one person that I probably know of that doesn't have a subscription to something is maybe my pops, right? Happy birthday to him today." And so what I figured out is that if you go to lifeparlay.com, you can see every single episode that we've ever put up from number 1 to number 50. So this is technically number 51, which is super cool. And you're able to see all of them and read them all and play them off the computer or off your phone or whatever else. And it's just a little podcast tab up in the top right corner at lifeparlay.com. Definitely check it out. Check out the website as well. Check out the merchandise. We've had some big orders in. We have a bunch of koozies. So if you want some koozies, definitely put your order in for that. We sweatshirts and long sleeve shirts and all that kind of fun stuff, all on the merchandise, all at lifeparlay.com. Find it. You're gonna love it. You can customize anything. If you see a sweatshirt that you want, you say, hey, I want this black one, but can I not have this logo here? Can I just do the logo on the back, or can I have the logo on the front and the back? Then obviously send me an email at lifeparlay@gmail.com, which is on the website as well. Send it to me, and I'll make sure I make note of it, and then I'll send you a revised copy of what the total would be, and then we would switch that up on the website for you, so you get everything done like that. I don't know if you can see, but right behind me here, I actually have an on-air. I would call it an LED sign, I guess, but just LED underglow. That right there. Let's see if you can see that right over here where my hand is. If you're able to see it, that's super cool. Got that from a friend. He him and his wife handed it over, so that was pretty cool. We're now in the setup in AZ, so all the AZ people that are here, you want to hop on a podcast, you just give me a ring. I'm always up for one. And so I just want to run you through what Parlay Weekly is going to be. Once a week. This episode's going to be a little bit longer. This episode's going to be, probably 20 to 30 minutes. If it's longer, I apologize, just because, I like to talk a lot. But normally, it's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes tops. And I'm just going to kind of give you my thoughts. And remember, I'm not a professional, because is there really such thing as a professional bettor? I guess maybe, maybe Dan Lazarian would be considered a professional bettor. That's how he made all his money. But I wouldn't call myself a professional bettor. I call myself just a avid weekend warrior when it comes to betting, I guess you could say. So I'll just be sharing all that kind of fun stuff with you. And I just want to share with you right now really fast is what my code is. I use mybookie.ag. I recommend you using it. It's a great website. You're able to throw in some crazy props in there. You're able to parlay a bunch of stuff, up to 12 teams. There's the online gambling, whatever else. But, that's all the hokey stuff. But if you stick with just that, so I recommend using mybookie.ag. It's a reload bonus. So if you use my code MB68046, what will happen is that I will get the matching price of what you put in. So say, I think the minimum you have to put in is $45. So say you put in 45, I'm going to get 45 in free play, and you're going to get 45 in free play. So if you really think about it, I mean, you got damn near almost $100. I mean, so you put in $50. I get $50. You get $50. So you got $100 now in your account. Now you have to also be careful there because there is a rollover for that stuff too. So don't get your hopes up if you put $50 of free play down for a $1,000 bet. You have to understand then you still have to make a couple more bets in a row just with that stuff. But anyways, so if you want to follow along and be a part of the winning team as is right now, it just mybookie.ag. Type it on your phone, Google, on your computer, whatever else. My code is M as in Martin, B as in Beatrice, 68046. That's you just type in a little code. It links me to me, and that way you can have it all, and that'll be that. So I want to get into. Now remember, this is the first time we're doing a Parlay Weekly, so this one's going to be a little rough, but we're not going to be too rough. So I just want to go over what is going to be seen coming up here soon that I have part of my some of my parlays. So, all right. So what I have is NFL. You have to look at the NFC Conference Championship, both on Sunday for the AFC and NFC. You got the an AZ 105 time start for the NFC Championship. This is an awesome game. If you thought that this past Sunday's game was awesome because it was Tom Brady and Drew Brees, you're right on because that's an awesome bet. Awesome bet. That's an awesome game to watch. You know what I mean? I mean, I put down that that Tampa Bay was going to win when they were down 20-13. I think a couple other friends did too as well, and we all made the money. And I this game is one of those weird ones where right now it's at a +4, -4 for the spread. Now, that's a little stranger to go with. That's tough because it's only Monday. You can kind of figure it out. Line's going to probably move a little bit. But you have Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. Tom Brady, my belief in my head is that he wins this year as a Super Bowl champion. I think maybe I think he stops. I think he retires this year. Aaron Rodgers, I think, has a few more years under his belt, of course. Obviously, it was tough to see Drew Brees last night because the questions are unanswered about that one too, and same with Ben Roethlisberger, which is tough to see. But anyways, this Bucks and Packers game, I really like this game. I love the spread of it at the +4 for Tampa Bay Bucks, and just because it's Tom Brady and how they played against the Saints, I almost am leaning towards taking that money line bet at that +165 right now today for the Bucks against the Packers, taking them straight up on the money line. The smart way would be for me to take that +4. So I'll start with that +4, and we're gonna go from there. All right, I'm fine with that one. All right, and then the other game is that AFC Conference Championship. Right now, this one's a good game too, but I'm surprised on the spread of the 3 favoring the Chiefs. I have a feeling that it might be because of Pat Mahomes. I don't know if he's going to be back, if he's not, whatever else. I don't really want to see Chad Henne playing quarterback. I mean, respect to him, he's an NFL quarterback, but you pay to watch the big boys play. That one's a tougher one. I keep seeing all the time on Barstool, all the time they keep talking about Bills, Bills, Bills. Dave Portnoy always tweeting out Bills Nation or this is awesome, whatever else. He did the pizza review with the Bills Mafia guys. I like the Bills in this situation. I think that how the Chiefs played yesterday versus the Browns, I didn't think the Browns were good enough to be there. I didn't think that they should have been that close. I just think that there was a couple pieces missing, and that's why they lost. But I think the Bills have it. The Bills are a strange team as well, but I'm gonna take Kansas City Chiefs straight up. I have to. You know what I mean? It's a must. I think that it's gonna come down. But okay, what I would like to see this year is the Chiefs versus the Buccaneers for sure. And I think this is more of just going with my heart a little bit more than my brain uh, with the Tampa Bay game. But the Chiefs one, I'm going to take them straight up, and I'm going to take the Bucks at +4. All right, so that's just that part of the parlay. That's 2 bets. I'm not done yet. So I did want to look at. Let's see, where are we looking at? All right, so then I wanted to look at some UFC. It's this weekend is the McGregor fight. Let's see if they have it up. It'd be super cool if they did. Let's see. They don't have it up. Wow. Well, that sucks. Well, there goes my thought process on that one then. I thought they would have that up. All right, that's okay. So I did want to run 2 more games over to the parlay. So I would like to get NBA games in the next 24 hours. Just a little kicker on the end of it. Multi-sport parlay. I kind of like the idea. So I have, if you can see right there, I have Oklahoma City Thunder and Denver Nuggets playing. It's at 9.5. I can't even tell you who's on the Thunder anymore. Besides, I think the bro with the fro, or no, the bro with the fro went to the Bulls. So I don't even know who's on the Thunder anymore. Does it matter? Yeah. And then you got the Nuggets. The Nuggets are good. I like the Nuggets. So I'm going to take them straight up at the money line to add on to the bet of the parlay. And then what I would like to do is go back to my featured, and I would like to run over to NCAA. And see if we can get upcoming. All right, cool. All right, so this is what my bet's looking like. Let's see. All right, so my bet so far is looking like Tampa Bay +4, Kansas City Chiefs straight up, and the Nuggets straight up. The odds are at a +295. It's a 3-team parlay. So then we toss it over here in the betting. We put in how much we like to do. Let's do 20 bucks. 20 bucks to win 59 bucks, 60 bucks. I like the bet. Let's do it. Let's place that sucker. We're going to confirm it. Risking 20 to win 59-17. I like the bet. It's a +4 for the Bucks, the Chiefs straight up, and the Nuggets straight up. Don't really know who's on the Nuggets either. I know they're a good team this year, but I like that just a starter. It's like a little starter for the weekend, I guess. So we'll confirm that sucker. So now it'll be loading, confirming. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, bang. Now I just click continue betting, goes away. Awesome, right? All right, now I did want to make this just for the sake of where we're at. I think that the more fun games to do. Let's see here. I know that there is a. I'd like to do a. Let's see here. I'm lost a little bit here. I apologize. Remember, this is the first one, so it's going to be a little rough. We'll be better the next time around. Let's see. All right. All right. So normally, and this will be shared with you amongst what happens in the future here when we do the Parlay Weekly. The only reason I did it today on a Monday is because I haven't done a podcast in 18 days. So I needed to, let you guys know that I'm still alive and kicking, I guess you could say. But so normally Parlay Weekly will drop on a Wednesday. A Wednesday night is when it'll be dropped. That way you have the lines that could be just shifted just a little bit coming in that Thursday. I will try to get that out as quickly as possible on those Wednesday nights. And what happens is that on the mybookie.ag, and I believe other people use FanDuel or DraftKings or whatever else. And what you can do is actually make prop bets. That's good. That's good water. Filtered water. That's nice. So what you can do actually is create a prop. So here, I'll switch back over so you can see what I'm talking about. Normally right here, there's a thing that says props. Now let's see if we can run into maybe another sport and see if it'll pop up for us here so you can see. Okay, so for example here with the Jayhawks and the Baylor Bears, they're in the second half right now. The score is 65-56. I believe that game probably is coming to an end soon here. All right, like New Mexico and UNLV running Rebels. So you can see here where it says props, right? So I'd click on the 7 props and see what we can get. So they'd give you props where it gives you the half for the second half. Who do you pick? It picks odd, even, including sort of like the score of the game. Will there be overtime? That's always a fun one. Those are always huge bets of like plus 400 plus 1,600 sometimes on some of those other games. But this is just during the live stuff. So normally on a Wednesday, when we post it because of the NFL being closer to the games, there'll be a little one right here. It'll say props, and normally it'll say like 116 props. Now, when I get those 116 props like that, what really is happening is that you're able to choose anything, and they actually preload parlay, preload parlay odds for you actually. So what you can do is create it where you can say that Aaron Rodgers is going to have 450. Okay, so one of the ones I won here, I'll make this example here. One of the ones I won was I picked Mac Jones to have over 450 yards passing. And the odds of that one was, I believe it was like I think it was a plus 425, I believe it was. And I cashed off in that one. I ended up making $100 from that one just because, and I did like a low end bet too. And I definitely recommend being able to do that kind of stuff. And you can do asinine parlays, stuff that you can create on your own up to 12 teams or 10 teams, I believe. But what I'm saying is that you're going to be able to have it where you can actually create it where you have Aaron Rodgers, throw for 3 or more touchdowns with 350 passing yards, and Tom Brady to have 3 plus passing touchdowns with over 350 passing yards, and 2 receivers to have over 8 receptions each for equaling over to 150 yards. And that's when like those bets come in at plus 3,000 or something like that, because sure, they're okay with, they think that it's probably pretty obvious that Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady can do that no problem, but it comes down to those 2 wide receivers on both teams that chances are, who knows, are they going to get 7 receptions in that game? I mean, sometimes you have the best receiver in the game that maybe doesn't even catch a ball during an entire game, and that's not good. So the props is the biggest thing. And again, on Wednesdays when we post these, this one will be on a Monday just because I'm sharing you what's going on, what's happening. And other than that, we saw the bet that we just created. We took the Nuggets straight up tomorrow. We took the Chiefs straight up on Sunday in the AFC Championship, and we took the Buccaneers at +4. It was 20 to win, 59. Love the bet. That's something we'll do for sure. And other than that, I do want to say that besides the Parlay Weekly stuff, we will be getting guests into the studio soon here. It's been a rough couple weeks here, just trying to make sure that everything works well here in AZ, and we have the background and everything, and just making sure that everything is just crisp and clean, and I'm hoping that this week we get a podcast going with maybe one returning guest potentially this weekend. If he listens to this, he's gonna probably text me and say, "Hell yeah, I'm in." Another returning guest. I believe I would like to get Lee Clayton on to the show. So Lee, if you're out there, shoot me a text when you hear this, and I'd love to get him on Saturday. That way we can talk football on that Sunday, and we can do those prop bets. He was one of the people that put down Cameron Brate to score a touchdown, one or more touchdowns in the game for Sunday. Obviously, it didn't happen, but that was like kind of the bets that he likes to do. So that's a kind of a fun way to do it as well. And then this week, though, we'll try to get someone on. Just because obviously you do have to understand, this is final semester. That's all I gotta say to you. It's the final semester of school for me, so I gotta make sure school takes number one priority, and then on to the podcast as well. But we're gonna try to get at least one guest this week, and then one this weekend as well. If not one this week, then this weekend we'll definitely get one. Other than that, I want your feedback. If you got my number, shoot me a text. If you got my email, lifeparlay@gmail.com, hit me back. Let me know. Say, hey, I like where you're going with the Parlay Weekly. I'd like to see more of this or more of that. And this was just more of a trial run of just me kind of saying, hey, this is what's happening. This is what we're going to start doing now. So, but if you'd like to see something, hit me up. Let me know. Shoot me an email, shoot me a text, whatever else. Jump on my social media at LifeParlay6 on Instagram. We'll get the page going for Facebook here soon. Snapchat, if you're on Snapchat and you got me, hit me up on Snapchat, whatever you got. Hit me up on any social media, Twitter, whatever else, and I can hook it up. And we'll, if you want me to focus on, soccer or boxing, or you want me to sit here and play 20 minutes of blackjack and for you to watch and go, yeah, this is awesome, this is exciting, then sure, let's do it. Then, hit me up, let me know. Other than that, I got nothing else for you. And I hope to hear some feedback from everybody. And I look forward to many, many weeks of winning money with you guys. And can't wait for some new guests to pop on the podcast and for everything else to happen. Thanks.